What if January 2026 isn't just another month on the calendar? What if it's the exact moment everything changes for you? Imagine waking up on the first day of the year, not with the same regrets from 2025 dragging you down, but with a clear mind, renewed energy, and a plan that actually sticks. Most people talk about New Year's resolutions, but they crash and burn by February. Why? Because they skip the real reset. They don't restart from silence, and they don't refocus on what truly matters. I've lived long enough, 70 years, to know that real change doesn't come from forcing more hustle. It comes from stripping away the noise, facing the truths you've been avoiding, and rebuilding with intention. Today, I'm sharing 5 hard-earned truths that turned my own life around when I needed a reset the most. These aren't fluffy quotes. Listen to you. They're the lessons that hit hardest late in life. The ones I wish someone had told me at 20, 30, even 40. If you apply even one, 2026 could be the year you become unrecognizable in the best way. The first truth I've learned: silence is your very first reset button. You know that constant buzz in your head? The notifications, the endless scrolling, the inner voice replaying every mistake from last year in 2026. With AI tools and digital overload everywhere, that noise is louder than ever. I learned this the hard way at 55. After a major career setback, lost my job, savings drained, I kept pushing, filling every quiet moment with more work, more distractions. It only made things worse. Then one day, I forced myself to disappear for a week. No phone, no screens, just walks in the park and journaling. In that silence, I finally heard what I really wanted. Not more money or status, peace, purpose, real connections. Your action: start January with a silence day. Turn off notifications for 24 hours. Sit with your thoughts. Ask yourself, what drained me in 2025? What energized me? Write it down, no judgment. Most people never do this because silence scares them. But that's where the reset begins. Without it, you're just restarting the same old cycle. Next comes this one. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-love in disguise. We think discipline means grinding harder, waking at 4 a.m. No excuses. But at 70, I see it differently. Real discipline is choosing yourself when it's hard. I used to chase more relentlessly, more hours, more achievements until my body broke down. Health issues forced me to stop. That's when I realized saying no to distractions isn't punishment. It's protecting the future you deserve. In 2026, with economic uncertainty still lingering and everyone pushing hustle culture, discipline looks like boundaries. It's choosing a walk over scrolling, deep work over busy work, rest over burnout. A friend of mine in his 40s was stuck in a toxic job. He kept saying, 1 more year. Then he reset, cut expenses, built a side skill, and left. 2 years later, he's thriving because he loved himself enough to act. Your step: pick one non-negotiable for January. Maybe 30 minutes of focused reading every morning, or no work after 8 p.m. Treat it like a promise to yourself. When you slip, and you will, don't beat yourself up. Reset with kindness. That's the real power. Now, the third realization: failures aren't roadblocks, they're reroutes to better paths. Here's a truth that took me decades. What if it works out? What if the thing you fear most, the failure, the rejection, is actually the detour to something greater? At 60, I lost a lifelong friend to illness. It shattered me. I questioned everything. Why bother trying? But in grieving, I refocused on legacy, what I leave behind. That pain pushed me to mentor others, share lessons I'd buried. 2026 will have setbacks, job changes, relationships tested, goals missed. Most people quit there. But the winners see failure as data. They ask, what did this teach me? How can I adjust? A young entrepreneur I know failed 3 businesses in 2025. He could have given up. Instead, he refocused on what he loved, helping people, and his 4th venture exploded. Your action: make a failure inventory. List 3 big setbacks from last year. Next to each, write 1 lesson and 1 small change for 2026. Turn pain into fuel. You'll feel lighter immediately. Here's another truth that changed everything for me. In the AI age, refocus on what machines can't touch: your humanity. 2026 is the year AI changes everything: jobs, creativity, even daily routines. But the things that make you irreplaceable: empathy, intuition, real connections. I spent years chasing efficiency, automating life. Then I realized technology speeds things up, but only human warmth makes them meaningful. A woman I mentored was terrified of AI replacing her marketing job. She reset, learned the tools, but doubled down on storytelling and relationships. Now she's leading teams because she brings the human element. Your step this January: prioritize 1 human connection daily, a call to a friend, a genuine compliment, helping someone without expecting return. In a digital world, this refocus will set you apart. And the last one, but perhaps the most powerful: refocus isn't a one-time event. It's a daily choice to come back. The biggest lie? That a New Year reset fixes everything forever. No, life will test you again. The difference is how quickly you return to center. At 70, I've had many resets: health scares, losses, doubts. What kept me going? Daily rituals: gratitude in the morning, reflection at night, small wins celebrated. You don't need perfection. You need persistence. When you slip in February or March, don't abandon ship. Restart that day. Refocus on your why. So here we are, January 2026. Your canvas is blank. Will you carry last year's weight? Or will you reset in silence? Restart with self-love. Refocus on humanity and daily choices. This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, if any of this hit home, drop a comment below. What's your 1 reset goal for 2026? I'll read them and maybe feature some in the next video. Hit like if you're committing to this year being different. Subscribe if you want more truths from a life that's seen it all. 2026 isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more of who you're meant to be. You've got this. Let's go.